Well, Phineas wrote it, but I mean, I was going through something with someone who Phineas has this thing, like he can write a song that I just completely understand and just it's like the way I feel. It's like he's like jumping into my head and like writing a song. And it's crazy because he brought me that song like, hey, I wrote this song called Ocean Eyes and I feel like you should sing it. I just hear a girl singing it and I want you to. So I sang it and it was like exactly how I felt and like the person I was obsessed with at the time was this boy who had blue eyes and it was like exactly what I was thinking about. And like no fair, I'm scared. I've never fallen from quite this high. It's just like every word of that song I feel like really I went through and was my life for a bit and yeah.
What was weird to me especially about it was that it was this song that I had put out because I could, you know. It was like my brother wrote it, I sang it, we sat in his room and like worked on it forever and like just were like, let's just put this out. It was like the middle of the night on like a Wednesday. You know, it was not like we're gonna do this, we're gonna put it out, and we're gonna have this person like here, like it was like it's done, so why not? And so we put it out completely randomly with like the download link, like the free download link right there. You could download it, you could do whatever you want, and it just was like, you know, got all, people were hearing it and it got all these plays. And I remember like being so pumped when it hit 1,000 plays. I was like, yes, that's it. Like me and my brother high-fived like right when we got 1,000 because we just thought we made it, you know, 1,000 is it. You don't even need anything else. But it was really surreal, and it's the kind of thing that like I say this a lot, but it's like this kind of thing is like really hard to sort of process in any way because it's like you can't hold it. You can't like look at it and have it be right in front of you. It's like in this weird like your phone. Like what the hell is the internet? Like I don't know. And like I don't know. It's just like freaking surreal. I don't know. The thing was that we uploaded it because my brother wrote the song and he wanted me to sing it because like we sing together and he writes whatever. And at the time I was like really into dance. I still am. I just got injured so I don't do that. But at the time I was like so into it and I was dancing like 11 hours. And one of my teachers was like, hey, I want to use your song, like write a song so that I can use it for a dance. And I was like, that is so sick. So this song Ocean Eyes that my brother had written, which was weird because it was like exactly what I was going through at the time, it was like crazy because it was like he jumped into my head. It kind of was just perfect with how I was feeling. And we were just like, oh, let's just use this for the dance. We just sat in my brother's little tiny room and we like played what we had so far. And we were like, how can you move to this part? And how can you do this and do this? And then we finished it and we were like, this is sick. Like, why don't we just put it out? So we did on SoundCloud at like the middle of the night on a Wednesday. It was crazy. Like, what was weird was like, we put it out so that we could send the link to my dance teacher. It just kind of immediately people started hitting us up and stuff. And like my manager, Danny, was not my manager at the time at all. He knew Phineas because he'd been like talking to him because of a bunch of other stuff that is like more another story. But like he hit us up and he was like, you guys, maybe take the free download link off of this because it's kind of growing and you want some help? I find music through SoundCloud and it's like, I think it's really like a really special place because it's free and you can upload anything by yourself. You don't have to go through some other process to upload stuff, which I think is so like impressive because that means anyone can, and that means anyone can have something go well.
This was like 2015, I think. Kind of like the beginning of that year, we had sort of just like decided, we were just like, why, we both write music, we live 3 feet away from each other, why don't we just do this together? And so we did, and I remember he had written this song, and I recorded it, and I was so bad. It was so, oh my God, it was so bad. It's still out somewhere, but it's fucking horrible. And then, you know, we put it out on SoundCloud with like a download link, and then I wrote this song, and then I was like, can you produce it? And he made it, and we like put that out, and that was horrible. And then sort of in like October in 2015, I grew up a dancer, so I was like dancing like hours and hours every week, whatever. And one of my dance teachers asked if there was like a song that I had written or Phineas had written that we could like use for a dance, because dance is all about like new music and just like good music. And he didn't know that it was necessarily going to be good or horrible. It may have been just horrible. Right. But so Phineas had this song Ocean Eyes, and it was kind of exactly what I was going through in a way, which was weird because he had written it before I even knew it existed. But then when he like played it for me, I was like, damn, like it's weird how a song can just like be everything you're feeling without you even knowing. And then we recorded it in like 3 days, 2 days maybe. Yeah, but I was 13, and then we were just like recorded it and put it out like in the middle of the night on like a Wednesday, like on SoundCloud with a free download link up. And somehow people liked it. I thought it was because my like popular friend reposted it. I literally was like, oh, that's why. And then it just kept going. And then like it was weird. It was so weird. Like it just went completely over my head. And I was like 13. I didn't know this thing was like possible. And it just happened. And I was like, oh, weird.
No matter how much I've evolved and how much I'm evolving and how much I'm going to evolve, you know, Ocean Eyes specifically is like what made me get where I am, and I could never be more grateful than that, you know what I mean? So no matter how sick I get of the song, or because you know, like every artist that has like a big song hates that song. Honestly, ask any artist like about their biggest song, be like, do you like that song? You're like, fuck no, I hate that song. But I'm grateful for it, you know, I'm really happy with what it's done.